work was great. Hi, Miss Eleanor Sanctuary. Hi, everybody. Anyone else's kid? Hello, FemBK. How are you? What is your full name? I know that's your username, but what's your full name? Daddy, your Lord. Hi, everyone. It's still not sending you notifications. Okay, we got to sue. We got to sue them because we went playing. Hello, Anthony Senate. How are you? I did Wally 7369. How are you? Hey, TikTok family, YouTube, and Facebook. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Okay, how do I even feel like I know you from somewhere? Have we met before? Hey, Miss Abena, how are you? Good evening. We're going to sue them. Listen, you know I don't play. I don't play. Hi, everyone. Hello, finest Shandy. Because you're waking in there, let's join. I'm telling you, I love this lady. I have no idea. I was thinking about you today, though. Or yesterday, but the visa bulletin came out. Oh, they no longer send notifications. Okay, Miss Ellen Sanctuary, Miss Nilechi says they no longer send notifications. Funky Royal, good evening. Oh, I was gonna say hello. How is my baby boy? I see they're all baby boys. How's my young man? Let me see, because TJ's baby boy. How's my young man doing? Please, my regard to him. Tell him that I'm looking forward to seeing him one of these days. But anyway, hi everyone. This is Attorney 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. Mr. O, who is Mr. O? I've lost count. I've lost count, to be honest with you. He is fine. Great. I should be in Canada this year. Shemai Jolo again. I really want you to go with me. Miss Sanctuary, I was just about to say it because I wasn't sure. But I think that was the plan. The plan was we were going together, right? But But anyway, I am an immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. If you've got an immigration case, if it's a case that we handle, we can and do represent immigration clients, regardless of the state you live in. Hey, Mama. My mom is on. Everybody say hi to my mom. That's Adetone 63. Y'all say hello to my mother before I block you. Watching book. Okay, YouTube and Instagram. Eshe, we can. Hello, Yummy _1313. Hi, TikTok family. Larry, welcome in. You can go do your Go Trump somewhere else. Okay. Ridiculous. This report. You have absolutely. It's amazing how much life, how much time this MAGA people have on their hands. If you really have jobs that you really are claiming that immigrants are taking, why is it that you've got so much time on your hands, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, yeah, the I was gonna say something. The person is gone. Let me try to be professional. They'll test your last gangster in you. I'm telling you. Hello, Adeyemi 799. Vashti, hello, welcome in. Tola, welcome in. Tola. That's all right. Anyway, hello, Miss Giwa, how are you? If you need to contact our office, number is 334-341-4475. Visit our website at 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. info@𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒕 is no, I'm telling you, it's just too early this evening. I'm not even having it. Like, it's been a great day. It's been a blessed day. I refuse. I refuse to. Pray for me, y'all. I'm telling you, it's yeah. Okay. Anyway, 334-341-4475, 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, info@𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕.com. Good evening, Anthony. You said you're going to send me yesterday. If you hadn't consulted with me yesterday, which I think you did, and I didn't email you, it was because my day was crazy. I will get to emails after I'm done today. So my mom says good evening now. So bear with me. I didn't forget. It's sitting in my draft. It just hasn't made it to you if you're the person I'm thinking. Thank you, Miss Peggy. I'm telling you that I'm just trying to hold on because today was a great day. Just sending out, I think we had 24 packages out to clients today, which was awesome. Green card, work authorization, approval notices, and we had about 4 cases out to USCIS. So I'm just trying to still, stay in that energy because and to buy Miss Viola Lady, I'm telling you. But anyway, if you're just joining us for the first time, please say hello. Let us know where you're joining in from. You saw my photo. Okay, I know you saw my photo. I put it on. That's why you should have seen it. So you saw the photo. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling myself because I had some new swimsuits. I just had to try them. Why not? But anyway, if you're just joining us, hello from ATL, definitely. Put your comments and your questions in the comment section. I get to questions at the end of what we want to talk about. But let's talk immigration, y'all. Let's get started. So tonight we're just going to do latest immigration updates. What are the latest Chef T. Kola from Dallas, Texas. Welcome in. Faban will welcome in from ATL. Y'all just living in ATL. Sexy mama. Hey, listen, I try. Because those kids will wear your body out. Lord knows. If you've had kids, you can never be the same. If you've had one child, I'm telling you, men are enjoying it. Men don't have. That's why a man needs to respect. I'm telling you, because when your body goes through, Jesus Christ, and then when you try to reclaim it, you have to pray a whole lot. But anyway, so latest immigration updates. Let's start with H-1B registration. H-1B registration period has started. That went into effect on Friday. And if you, once again, thank you, kiddo. Watch your finger. Latest immigration, H-1B registration started March 7, which was this Friday. It's going to run through March 24th. We talked about that last week, but let me just run through that again. You cannot, this is the most important part and what I'm able to hear, because we had a lot of people calling the office, a lot of emails, a lot of social media contact. You cannot self-petition for H-1B. You just can't. You've got to have an employer, because someone was putting something like, oh, I thought they're not modernizing H-1B doesn't change what the statute is. You cannot self-petition for H-1B. H-1B has to be filed, is required to be filed by a U.S. employer. There's no option of self-petition, and the registration period is basically every U.S. employer must have a USCIS account. The fees went up from $10 to $215 this year. Yeah, 200% increase, I think. That intention math, that's y'all understand. But anyway, every U.S. employer has to submit their registration online through the USCIS account. After March 24, 2025, USCIS now will conduct the lottery system. So it's called a lottery system because they randomly make the selection for all the 65,000 visas are available for H-1B, an additional 20,000 for master cap. So that's how that goes. If your registration, meaning if the employer's registration, so the registration that's going to be submitted is registration submitted on behalf of the employee that he intends to employ. If that registration is selected, then starting April 1st, and that employee cannot start working for that employer until October 1st, 2025. And so that's what the H-1B registration is about. You've got to have a U.S. employer sponsor you for the H-1B visa. Now, this registration period is solely relating to H-1B cap subject employers. Those cap subject employers are primarily most employers, with the exemption of a few. Those cap exempt employers can file H-1B petitions any time of the year. Cap exempt will be research, nonprofit research organization, colleges, universities, affiliates of colleges and universities, government agencies. So they're very, very few that are cap exempt, but majority of U.S. employers will fall within the cap. And that's why the H-1B lottery system is a big deal, because it happens just once a year, every March, within a 2-week period. Once it closes, sometimes they do additional selection, just depending on if they still have some numbers, visa numbers left. So that's how that goes. So that started on Friday, runs through March 24, 2025. And then subsequent to that, USCIS will conduct the selection process, and then the U.S. employers will be notified. Okay, next update is forms. So y'all remember the USCIS decided to just wake up one day last week, Monday and Tuesday, somehow just in this bid to try to trap quote unquote immigrants and get people to be deported, whatever the case may be. They woke up last Monday and updated 2 forms. I think I-485 and another form. And then the next day they updated the N-400 and the I-131. Normally, when USCIS updates forms, which they do, the updating is not the issue. But whenever a form has been updated, there's usually a grace period that you're given to now, so you know that, okay, starting this date, you can't use the older version. Even if there won't be a grace period for a form update, they give that announcement in advance, at least 30 days. So you know, hey, we're going to update the form on this day. Once it's updated, you can't use the older version, right? They decided not to do that just because they want to trap immigrants. They decided to update those forms effective immediately. No grace period. Just woke up and say, hey, as from today, one was March 3rd, one was March 4th. These are the forms, and no, we would not accept the older versions. And I was like, okay. For instance, we sent out 3 cases that had I-485 in them the same day they told us we cannot. I was like, So we all reached out to our association, American Immigration Lawyers Association, which I'm a proud member of, and association reached out to the USCIS like, hey, what is the explanation for this? Why the sudden? They did not respond, nothing. So guess what we did? What we know how to do best. The association filed a lawsuit against them on Friday. Absolutely. Why not? And so that was on Friday. By Saturday morning, Antonia when they're going to respond, nothing. Saturday morning, they updated all those forms that they didn't give any a grace period for, N-400, I-131, I-485, I-918. They now woke up Saturday morning and released on their website that, okay, they're updating this form and they will still accept the previous versions until now there's a 30-day grace period. You know, you gotta love the American system. If nothing, it is a very litigious system, yes, but it's got a system of checks and balances. If you decide that you want to make yourself a dictator, the people are going to call you out and take you to court. Plain and simple. That's exactly what AILA did, American Immigration Lawyers Association. So proud of being a member. So proud of the plaintiffs that stood up on our behalf. And now everyone's got 30 days grace period. So just so you know, those forms starting April 3rd and April 4th, respectively, the new editions of the forms are going to be the only acceptable editions, so that you guys know. But you've got a 30-day period, so kudos to my association for that. That's that. Now, let's see. Okay, then travel ban. Yeah, travel ban is coming back, y'all. Travel ban is coming back. Remember during this guy's first term, he had some countries that he claimed were terrorist countries, and then there was travel ban on those countries. My home country of Nigeria being one of them. Yeah. So he is going to be signing a travel ban, if not signed already, but I'm not sure, of the same. So he did the travel ban, or this administration during their first term, they did the travel ban in 2 installments. One was primarily Islamic countries, and then the second part of it included Nigeria and some other countries, right? This time around, it looks like and then when President Biden was elected, he reversed that and everything was fine. This time around, it looks like the same countries are on the list of his travel ban. So the first list that he has released is the same, is a replica of the first group of countries that he banned. Yep. Yep. Exactly. So the first list is all the countries on the first list that of their travel ban, the first in their first term, is the same countries listed on this first list of travel ban. Now, I'm not really sure what will be the basis of him to put Nigeria back on the travel ban, because she got to my required travel ban. I don't know. I mean, rumor has it that they actually used the services of some Nigerians to do what, allegedly what they did. If you know, you know. But since Nigeria was on the list in the first time around, on the second list is yet to be seen. But primarily, the first list is going to include, I think there's Yemen, there's Syria, there's Somalia, there is, okay, I know there's Syria, there's Somalia, there's Iran. So just get ready for that, because it looks like travel ban is coming back. Also, I think this came up last week, but just so you know, if you haven't heard, he signed an executive order for English to be the only the official language of the United States. Even the Spanish gone. That was so. I think the whole point is, and this is what they're planning to do. So he signed the executive order to make English the only the official language of the United States, right? The plan of people are like, okay, what is the goal of that? Because, that's all they speak. However, if you remember that almost everywhere you go, especially with government agencies, right, you will find that there's always a translation in Spanish. So, for instance, if you call USCIS, if you called USCIS during the Biden administration, you would get them in English, and then they would translate in Spanish, right? If you call, my experience, calling USCIS recently, right, the only thing you get to hear is English. So that's the point. They're trying to take Spanish out of the of the secondary language in agencies, especially in government agencies. So that's the whole point of signing this in the executive order, to reinforce the fact that this is not a Spanish-speaking country, so you've got to speak English. When you do the N400 application, for instance, they're going to test you on the English language anyway. I'm not they already do that, and that's the only official language that we know of the United States. But because they no longer want, or he no longer wants Spanish to be like a second language, everything now, as far as government agencies, federal government agencies, are not going to be translated in Spanish anymore. It's going to be in English. So that's that. And then final update for this week is, or this for today, is they have started this, they're starting this self-deportation app. So basically, it's, when President Biden did the CBP1, where you can actually schedule an asylum appointment. They are using that. They're using that conversely, in the sense of, rather than you using it to schedule an appointment for asylum, they are going to use their CBP home app for those who want to self-deport. So if you decide, okay, America is assuming they can then you can you can sign into the app, put in your information, your contact information, your home country, and what destination you want them to take you to. I think, really, to be honest with you, I think it's still just a way to track down immigrants and deport them, whether you sign up for self-deportation or not, because it just. So anyway, but I'm just the messenger. So that's the message. So those are the updates that I have for you tonight as far as immigration is concerned. Any new updates, we will let you know, because things just keep coming, things keep going. We just get updates every single time. It's been one thing or the other since January 20. It's like you just cannot keep up. Like, I'm telling you, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bed because this is just too much. But There you go. And that's what she wrote, people. That's all she wrote. Let's see, just to make sure. Yeah, Nigeria in the second list. We'll just have to see. But Dropbox has already stopped that in anyway. So yes. I'm telling you, it's less than, it's not even what? It's less than 90 days, not even 90 days yet. It's it's like, yeah, we can't even keep up. But anyway, alrighty. Okay. All right, let's get to questions. Please, put your questions in the comment section. Please do not repeat questions. It makes it a lot easier if they're not repeated, so we can go through as many as possible. Yes, and thank you. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Miss Aveda. Hello, Miss Giwa. Hello, Miss Akinyele. How are you? What is the update on your end? Any progress? Hello, have Tabcan. Nice to have you on. Ola F. Good evening. How are you? Okay, you have all those things with me. I don't know if you want me to mail them or take. Yeah, you got to mail them. I need all the originals. They have to be all original copies, certified original copies. So mail them to my office, and then I'll send you an email later on. So once you mail them, let me know, and then I'll send you an email because I got to charge you. It's not part of what I've already done a free one for you. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me go to TikTok because anytime I do Instagram, I will judge you. Let's get it. So let's go through your questions as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm tired. I just said, I was going to cancel and I was like, okay, let me show up. Let me show up. Because, let's show up. Let's see. Okay. Do you recommend disclaimer? Answers to your questions are general information. Hey, Miss Geraldine. Nothing specific to anyone's case. So everybody asks, it's a lot of Nicki Minaj. No. Don't be mentioning my name. Yeah. So if I didn't specifically, thank you, Mr. Lich. I love it. It gives me, for me, this is my community. It's just like, okay, I need some uplift and I come to you guys. So, yeah. Because last week was tough. Last week was tough. My mama knows what I'm dealing with, but you got to put everything before the altar of grace and just know that God speaks on your behalf. So last week was So coming and having y'all last week was really, really uplifting. So thank you to y'all too. Do you recommend taking the year-old to I-485, I-130 interview? If that 1 year is part of your evidence, why not? I mean, don't come for me. I'm just trying to say that if, for instance, if part of your evidence is that you have a child, absolutely. Why not? I've told clients to do that before. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. May good luck continue to bless and protect you. May give you strength in you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Mr. Chinedu. How are you? Good to see you on TikTok. Please do not repeat questions, please. Are they doing interview for all cases? I still have had, knock on wood, I've still had one 751 and one marriage case that we got the green cards without interview. So, but I'm getting interview notices for quite a number of cases. But I've had 2 cases within the last 30 days where we got the green card approval without interview. So it's yet to be seen. After my advanced parole got stamped, what is next step? What do you mean by what is next step? Oh, this is Bashir from Nigeria. Thank you for joining. What time is it in Nigeria? Is it not? Can you time Nigeria? Like what, 3 a.m.? Okay, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Talk Jerry from Houston. Thank you. This is my first time watching you, man. Thank you. Doc and Travel Consult. What do you do? Wait, Chairman, Niger travels, international travels, and all that, or just within the U.S.? Thank you for your prayer. Vashti from Philadelphia. Thank you for joining. What's the best pathway to relocate to the United States from Canada as a professional? Sit down with the lawyer to figure out that what you qualify for. Do you handle naturalization filings? Yes, I do. Love your hair. You show what the side and back look like. That's what it's already. It's been a few weeks. So thank you for the advice on the second opinion that I needed to seek. Okay. I don't know who that is, but okay. I guess I think I do. Maybe. Oh, I think I'm just going to see your first name, your first initial. Does your first initial start with J? I think. Did we meet today? How long does anything about how long processing time? Please go on USCIS.gov/processing time. Anything about how long it takes NVC to schedule an interview? I can't answer that question. Oh, I remember. Okay, I remember you. Okay, that's another. Oh, she said annulment and divorce. Okay. So you can go ahead with the divorce. Okay, so you can go ahead with the divorce in Texas, right? Sexy diva. Doesn't mean I can't go to Nigeria. That's not what I said. I'm just saying. I'm the messenger. So, just saying, my people. How long between travel bans did he release second list? I can't remember. That's something if you Google it, you'll find it. I've got 10 years green card and can travel out with no issues, no crime. Anything about travel, consult with the attorney representing you, or I think I did. Not I think I did. We talked about the green card, travel or not travel on green card, and who it's applicable to 2 weeks ago. So if you go on our page, the video is still going to be up. You can watch it, but anything as far as your specific situation, talk to your lawyer. Okay. How long? Okay. Is it wise to file I-45 in these times? Absolutely. If anything, you need to file what you qualify for. This is not the time to procrastinate. This is a time to act. You've got to be proactive. What do you qualify for? I remember. Yes. I just remembered now. So, right. So you can continue with the one in Texas. Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. Okay. It's always good to get a second opinion, like I said, because anyway. Yeah. So this is a time that I would say, yes, you want to file what you qualify for. You don't want a situation where, thank you for all you do here in this safe space. You're welcome. That's how it's zero. I'm sorry, zero tolerance for any negative. There's a lot out there already. So let them go there. Mr. Khalid, that's what we just talked about. So the initial list is what, those are the countries on the initial list. What other countries may be in a subsequent list is yet to be seen. Is it true that if you get a denial, even for the slightest reason, you would automatically be in removal proceedings? Yes, because they released a manual, and I think we talked about that last week, a policy manual, that if you are denied, which is it's not a new law. It's what has always been in Immigration and Nationality Act. They're just going to be implementing that law now. Like they're going to be strictly adhering to it now. So yeah. So it would not be surprising if you get a denial and then get an NTA that comes with a denial or subsequently. I feel so relieved. Thank you. I can't wait to work with you guys. I love y'all. But it was really, and I'm thankful that we're able to get that. But it just didn't make sense to me. Like, yeah. But then again, divorce cases are state specific. So and this is what, for everyone, if you are asking a lawyer that is not licensed in a specific state for state specific, or if a lawyer is giving you state specific advice and in the state they're not licensed in, that's a red flag. An example would be divorce is a state specific. So immigration is federal practice. Immigration law is the same regardless of the state you live in. It's federal practice. The law is the same everywhere. So that's why any attorney in any state can represent you, because we're following the same law. It's not the same for state specific matters, such as domestic relations, which includes divorce, custody, or criminal cases. Every state has its own criminal code. Every state has its own a family code for domestic relations. So if you come to me and a lot of people's cases are intertwined with divorces, for instance, it is just always, if it's not in Alabama, which I'm licensed in, if it's not in New York, which I'm licensed in, I cannot help you, because I would not be telling you the truth of what that law is. So the best thing to help you with is to tell you to consult with a lawyer in your state. But sometimes some things just don't sound right, and I'll tell you, I can get a second opinion, because it's not just adding up. So, and that's what Miss Sexy Divas does. So you get, it's better to make sure you've got your I's dotted and T's crossed before you start your case. It's always the best, right? So that's what you need to do, y'all. Okay, let's see. So, thank you. I think so. You got to tell that to my kids. Tell my kids that them the best. Especially that 14-year-old kid of mine. But you know what? I was working from home yesterday, and I was it was a long day, because my kids are on spring break, so I'm trying to get the rest of the week off. So I'm trying to do what I need, and that's why today was a marathon, because I don't play with my boys. You already know. So, and both of them are home. Thank you, Lord. And so, the baby saw that I was really exhausted, and he came to my office here and he just gave me a hug. He didn't say anything. He just came in and gave me a hug. I was like, okay. See, they pay attention. They do pay attention. So you never know. And there's nothing like a love between a mama and a son. Just like a father and daughter. Well, mama and sons, I don't know what life would have been if I had a girl. Probably one of us would be in jail, because God has a sense of humor. He would have given you someone like myself, and then one of us would be in jail. Because can you imagine living with me? Like, I cannot imagine living with me. Like, no. My mama can't imagine living with me. And she had me. So I'm saying it because before she says it, she's thinking it. She won't just say it. That's okay. Marriage therapist report states concerns about control retaliation. Is this good enough? Is this enough of that? That's something you ask your therapist or your lawyer. Okay, in a case where you just had your interview at USCIS office, how long do you wait for a response? It just depends on each office. Okay, let's see. Okay. Any word about TPS for Venezuelans? I mean, he's canceling it, so I'm not sure what you mean, any word. Okay, good evening. Please, what's mine? What's my UK's transfer? I think your question is asking, what does it mean when your case has been transferred to the benefit center? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is that what your question is? In a sense, you? If that's what your question is, it's neither a good thing or bad thing. It's just part of the education process. Okay, that's the same person there. Okay, I just answered your question. Sexy Diva, just to be clear, if you're still up there, so that means you can just go ahead. Once that is done, you can just go ahead and do the marriage, right? You understand what I'm saying, right? If you're still up there, just confirm that for me. Okay. How about 150 days for work permit? Is it still in place? Yes, it is. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So awesome. That sounds like a plan. So we're waiting, 60 days? So usually if you haven't retained my service, 90 days after, but since I already know, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. Okay. So once that is done and you've gotten married, I'll make that exception for you. You can hold me to that scene. And as long as there's nothing new we don't need to talk about, that's the caveat. If there's anything new we need to talk about in a year, but nothing new, nothing addition, no new questions, just email me and a copy of the documents and of the divorce from Texas, and then email me once you are married, and then we'll go from there. Okay, sounds good. Let's see. All right. Share wrote to Sunday Shani. Is it still cold in Canada? It should be better. We were in the I'm wearing sleeveless. We were almost in the 80s today. That's the one thing about that's the only thing I love about summer. You can wear you can be in less clothing for the most part. Because I don't like clothes. TMI, but I don't. I just don't. I just don't. I don't. Don't like it. Too bad. Yeah, finally Shiny went without us. Along number Lee. We try another time. No, we're going to leave her the next time. That's what we're doing. Impromptu, please everyone forgive you. No, ma'am. No. Bring us something back from Canada and then we can talk. Hello, Mr. Jibola. How are you? Let's see. Miss Helen Secretary, I have something to tell you. Sis, after seeing Sister Maya fire IG, I'm going to the gym. The funny thing is, I don't work out that much. I don't even have the time. But sometimes I get on the treadmill. I do sometimes. If I have, like on the weekends, I'll tell you. But I'm trying. I haven't worked out because I'm trying to add some weight because I lost a lot of weight when I had surgery. So I'm trying to add some weight. Especially my bum from the Ogunde sisters, it has gone down some. I'm like, Allah, mama, when you have enough cushion and you fall, you bounce on your cushion, you're like, okay, get up. But I'm very careful not to fall these days because like, this Ogunde sisters gifts that they give us, it's gone down some. So let's try to build it back. Try to build it back up. So I'm very careful how I walk. I don't even wear too much heels because bones no. So we're trying to get that Ogunde sister trade back. I don't know, my mom is still there. That's what Ogunde sisters passed down to us, and we thank them because now we don't have to pay for a surgery to give us. But yeah. Thank you for so much for information you give us. And God news, great news. What is the great news? God's favorite 82. Share, please share, please share. Let us all celebrate with you. Let's see. Someone is tomorrow already. Is it tomorrow? No. We're still in spring. We're still in winter. Come on now. Please share God's favorite. What's the news? Come on, don't be stingy with your news. Bless somebody. Okay. I have started 10,000 steps per daily. God help you. I just love your energy. Thank you. If you have the kind of voice I have. Well, my oldest is very relaxed and but TJ, you have to be on your toes. Let's see, nice one. God's favorite. Okay. 5 Oh my goodness. God's favorite. We celebrate you. So God's favorite says 5 2021, I-360 approved in December, sent in my medicals February 2025, I-485 approved March 2025 without interview. Would God do it? Listen, God is in this story. I'm telling you, God is in this place. This is now, we come together not just to share immigration news, but to share stories, to rejoice and to celebrate one another. God's favorite has been a part of our community here for quite a while. And thank you so much for your support. And we celebrate you. We rejoice with you and congratulate you on this much deserved achievement and grace and favor that God has shown you. And listen, indeed, your username says God's favorite. And we are all his favorite. And as God has done it for you, we pray that he does it for everyone that is still waiting on him and believing and trusting that he's able to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond. We celebrate with you. We rejoice with you. You have no idea. I'm sorry, I'm sorry because you think I just love to hear news like this, because if you are someone who has gone through what other people have gone through, you can relate, I think I've said my story so many times, coming from a B word, coming to this country with my mother and my siblings, where they came in with because my mom and my younger siblings came in with the DV lottery, and this is me with B1, B2 trying to figure out life, and I had so many visas. Oh Lord, so when you finally get that permanent residency, it's a different feeling. And I'll tell you, you think that is it's a great feeling. Don't get me wrong, but when you get the citizenship, it's a whole nother level. And I pray that even as God has started this for you, God willing, in the next 3 years, that will be celebrating you as a citizen in Jesus' name. So congratulations, God's favorite. Congratulations, congratulations. We celebrate you. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Let's just go back, Jen. Hello, 𝐸𝐫𝐸𝐿 from Chicago. Thank you. Oh, Lord Jesus. I have two boys on the ship. Listen, there's mom pouch in that what we call fupa in that what's it called, photo. You just have to get what works for your body at the end of the day. Gomez from hello, Gomez from Alabama, right in my neck of the woods. Welcome. Hello, Mr. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. How are you? Thank you for joining. Your Ribby kid can never be the same. That's true. I'm telling you, those kids will destroy your whole inside will destroyed. Okay, let's see. So congratulations. For esteem, we're just talking. There's no travel ban, so the amount of necessity. Like, no, I didn't say Nigeria is part of it yet. I'm just saying that he started his travel ban again. The same list, the same initial list in his first term. The countries on the same initial list in the first term are the same countries in this first list this time around as well. Nigeria was on the second list, so there's no second list out yet, so there's no telling if that's going to be. That's what I was saying. Just so you know. Divorce pending, British married to U.S. citizen. AOS I-45 denied, didn't refile, abusive spouse, but not much evidence, was married to over a year. VAW an option. To know if VAW is an option for you, sit down with the lawyer to, this is not a case. That's not enough information to say that you qualify for VAW. Self-deportation. So I will see if I put my hand in it. It's not a case. They just want they're trying to use every means to get people's information. For instance, they started saying that how they're trying to get, I forget how it is, they're trying to get information about minor immigrants. And it's a way where if they get the minor immigrants, that they can get to the parents. I'm not really sure why the focus so much is on this deportation thing when there's so much that can be done. All the people who voted for him that are now, they after around and they're finding out now, they're not worried about the deportation anymore. They're worried about being able to put food on their own table. But there we go. So, hey, that's exactly what you wanted. Thank you, Miss Luigi. Let's see. Well, it's some 91 for us all the way. Yes. Oh, 2:58 a.m. Okay. Yeah, that was about 3 a.m. Okay. Yeah, so 2 weeks ago we did about the green card of traveling and all that. So if you're still unsure, please call your attorney. Hello, Pastor Isaac. Ekale. How is smile? My smile yet when I see him join. Hello, Pastor Isaac. Yes, and we agree, and Mr. Kevin, as you've spoken it into existence, so shall it be for you. God has from your mouth to God's ears, and we shall celebrate you also in due season in Jesus' name. I have 4 prima facie. Is that a good sign? It's not any sign. It just means that your case is still pending. So you still may get a 5th one if they still haven't decided on your case. Hey, Mr. Malavi, how are you? Okay. Little sister's lawyer. No, you can't even imagine. This house will not contain 2 of me. This house will not contain two of me. Be gone. Can you have multiple petition at the same time? If one in family-based petition, then adjust status with one. Yes, absolutely. Which is better for me at this period, asylum or sibling filing for me? Your sibling filing for you is going to take at least 15 years. That means the whole 15 years you're going to be required to be in a valid status. So it's not even a comparison, because asylum, if you're running out of time, then you need to file. Asylum is not its status though. Just keep in mind, it authorizes you to stay in the country, doesn't confer on you anything until you have been granted the asylee status. So just so you know, but your sibling filing for you is going to take no less than 15 years. 72 degrees on your area. Are you serious? I made sure to look at it. I can imagine. So when did you get the wood? I'm so sorry. I even going to walk in back. Y'all will not kill me. I saw this laugh like to me. Just dropped the but that. God's favorite. Don't let me choke now. So my flat. I just dropped the about that I was eating. It's not. I was actually going to give you flat toy. I'm telling you. I saw that coming. Their goodness sisters will be like, "What did we ever do?" It's their fault. You even had it, but you will kill me. I'm telling you. Oh, we celebrate you. We rejoice with you, and thank you for being part of our community and sharing your story with us. So we really do celebrate. Yeah, doesn't tell about anything. How long does it take for an I-140 petition request to be approved? USCIS.gov/person time. If it's outside number person time, you have to contact them. And if there's nothing, you have two options: either file a lawsuit against them or do premium processing. Those would two the options you have. Hey, Miss Queen 𝒂𝒏𝒕, how are you? Have another plate of it, but you deserve. Jesus is in the name. I submitted my citizenship and passed my interview since 2022, but got into DUI 2024. Case closed and was convicted. My application still under review. Please, any foresight result you think I should get? They probably would send you a request for evidence to send that information in. So, but I cannot speculate into a case that I don't represent you on. So you went. I thought you said you're convicted. Okay, if you're so, but they'll probably pull it up. And even if they approve your case, you're supposed to send them any information regarding that before your oath ceremony, so you're not it's not alleged that you concealed relevant information. So okay, let's see. The green card, fine. Well, it's so sorry. I can imagine. I've lost count in almost 10 years how many green cards has come through my desk. But every single green card we still had Miss Williams' card coming today. It's every single one is still a big deal for me. Every single one is. It's sometimes I'm like, it's just that kind of feeling, because I can never forget it. There, I went to the mailbox and I saw my green card. I almost passed out. I was like, I wasn't expecting it. It actually, I'd lost it. I just left it because I got my green card through my ex-husband through employment. And so I just left it alone. But I went to the mailbox. I can never forget back in 2009. So I was like, I'll be damned. My neighbor was like, is everything okay? It's like, this is what people would understand. Just because now in the South, you're shouting, your neighbors, everybody's out. Like, I can look at it. So I can only imagine. Testimony for one is a testimony for all. Yes, glory to God. Yes, indeed. He is a faithful God. He is a faithful God. There's nothing God starts that he cannot finish. There's nothing God starts that he will not finish. There's nothing he starts that he's not able to complete. So just keep believing and knowing that what he has started, he would definitely complete it for you. Make sure you put it on your pillow for this fight. That's what Miss Ella Sanctuary did. Yeah. That's what she did. That's what she did. Hey, Miss Lucy. Let's see. Hello, Epic Movements. That's another green card we got. I mean, I've lost count, I'm telling you, but that one is extra special because that was my birthday mate. But everyone is. So I didn't sleep that night, to be honest. Yeah, we were texting like God knows how late. She didn't sleep. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. That's what we've been doing questions. So if you would put your hey, Miss Winnie, how are you? Okay, let's see. Is it required to obtain a visa to Canada with a 10-year visa and green card? And do you know the question? I think you need. Do you need a? That's one question I don't know. See, anything about immigration outside of United States, I can't help you. That is a visa to Canada. I know you don't need a visa as an American citizen. So those of you who have green cards and go to Canada, find it, Shandy. Did you need a visa to Canada? I can't answer that question for you because I don't know anything about, except you have a U.S. passport. Now, well, I take that back. If you are, there's some countries that I know for whatever reason I don't know about Canada. I don't, to be honest, I don't, because I've never had anyone actually ask me about that. But Fanny Shandy, did you need a visa to go to Canada? I think you will. Yes, no, anybody that knows? Okay, so Miss Nelechi just confirmed for you that you don't need a visa if you have a green card. So Walex on this now, I don't know. Like I said, I cannot tell you yes or no, but that's what they're saying. But Finance Shandy is there right now, and she will be able to tell you for sure whether or not you do. So India, I've already answered your question. Yes, they asked for police arrest and disposition letter. Okay, so I already sent all of the. Okay, then just you gotta wait. Now you've got to understand that USCIS is required to make a decision on your N400 within 120 days from when you have your interview or from when the last time they sent your request for evidence. Thank you, Asset One. Queen's Air, thank you. So if they have not done anything in 3 years, then you may want to consider filing a lawsuit. A lot of people don't like to sue, but sometimes that's the only option to move them. You can send them a demand letter initially and then let them know that if there is no decision within a set period of time, you're going to file a lawsuit against them. Now, lawsuits where, you know, a lot of, I stopped doing mandamus, but a lot of my colleagues who still do it will file the complaint, and a U.S. attorney would actually respond to that, and things got resolved rather quickly. What we're seeing, based on what Pastor Isaac just also confirmed that no visa, you don't need a visa to Canada if you're a legal permanent resident. So there you go. So based on what we're seeing, we're seeing that the U.S. attorneys that usually would respond to the attorneys that sue, that file the complaints, are not necessarily responding in time. So even mandamus complaints are taking a while. So that's just so you're prepared for that. But that's something you may have to do if your case has been pending for that long. Okay. All right. So everybody has confirmed. Yeah. So yeah, that's why you come here. So people who, and these are people, and I can tell you, at least I know one person on YouTube who has been to Canada and back, and telling you that. So, and funny thing, I've never been to Canada. I was going to go last year, and I was going to go this month, but trying to figure out what's going on with the airlines for them to figure out what's going on. But Shani was supposed to go with us, but we were supposed to go to there, but she left us. So hey, it is what it is. What should I do after filed the I-45 and let the NBC know while the case is still open with that? You're still open. I'm not sure why it's still open. So just you would ask them that you should close it, and there's no reason why they shouldn't close your case. But sometimes they want to wait until you get a green card. So if you get a green card, then you can send them a copy of the green card and ask them to close your case because now you're a permanent resident. Okay. Good evening, Miss Collins from St. Kitts. Thank you for joining. I think this is the third time I've seen you. I know, and an F1 student. It's amazing how you know the person. So you have all this information about people. Well, I said I don't have friends who can tell me information about themselves. Switching to a pending asylum. Well, then an F1 is not switching. You don't switch to pending asylum. The pending asylum is something you can have concurrently with an F1. So you're not switching to that. But if they're getting out of he stopped schooling, so basically his default is just having the asylum, or if it's you have the asylum that is pending. And the question is it going to okay, is it still going to still be in status or out of status? Asylum pending is not a status. Asylum pending is an authorized stay. So if she, whoever is no longer in F1 status, then that means you're no longer in a valid non-immigrant status, but you're not accruing unlawful presence because you've got the pending asylum case, which obviously is concurrently ongoing. And so the person is not switching; they're just going to be defaulting to the pending asylum, which authorizes them to stay until a decision is made in their case. Okay. It's been a while since the friends checked the business system. Yeah. We're flying on eagle's wings. God's got us. I know. I talked to the office of the Congress and the district already, and they contact them and they go back to it that I have to wait that they're reviewing, and this was last day. Yeah. So that's why I didn't go to congressional assistance request, because they're going to come back with what USCIS is saying. But there's no reason why that should be pending for 3 years. If that's the case, then your option probably is going to send a demand letter. But I always tell people, if you send a demand letter, be sure that you are actually ready to pull the trigger on filing a lawsuit. Don't call their bluff and then not follow through with it. But anyway, all right, people, I think we have done enough for today. An hour is sufficient for the day. Sufficient for the day is a trouble thereof. But we thank God. Whatever the news may be, my role in all of this, our community, is to share what the information is with you, so at least you are in the know. Because like I always say, the more you know, you have that information. If you are looking for anything specific to your case, then we'll be glad to set up a consultation and speak with you about that. But we have all these videos are always on all the social media platforms. So TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at Olalea Immigration. So you will be able to see that. And if you want to go back, and they all have topics, so you can sift through and see what topic you're looking for. So you can replay them. They're always, I don't delete them. We whenever I'm done, my Kyla, social media lady, puts them, updates everything. So everything is up there and posted. So there you have it. But have the information at your fingertips. But at the end of the day, we know where our source comes, source of power comes from. And we rely solely on God's favor. We rely on Him. There's no executive order that anyone wants to make that's going to trump, no pun intended, God's favor and God's grace and God's protection and God's will. Above all, God's will. That which He has willed for us. Please let us share it to our friends and relatives. Thank you, Pastor Isaac. That which God has willed for us. And Pastor Isaac is on now, and I think we said it about a month ago. Pastor Isaac does. I know people he's prayed for and whose lives have been changed, especially when it comes to what you're expecting with immigration. This is not a promotion for him, and I'm not paying. So I just do this because I know that there's nothing like the power of prayer. He does one-on-one prayers with people, and Pastor Isaac, I know if you go on now YouTube and I think Facebook. Or just reach out to my office for his contact, and we'll be glad to share with you. If you need to have schedule with him, obviously you got to contact him and he'll schedule that with you, a one-on-one prayer for you, because there's no greater blessing or gift you can give someone than the power of prayer. I'm a living witness of that. My mother raised me in that way. I have no other source of power. Just that's what I've seen. I saw her through growing up. That's what I know. That's what I teach my kids, and that's what works. There's nothing that trumps that, and no pun intended. But that is just the truth, right? And so let them make any laws, whatever the case may be. Let's stick with what we know, which is the power of grace and favor that comes from the Most High God. And as long as we set our face and we lift up our eyes to the hills, where our help comes, he would not fail us. He would not forsake us, neither will he leave us. There's nothing anyone can do that's going to trap us or entrap us and make us or deport any one of us. We shall not be victims of embarrassment. We shall not fall prey to that. And so shall it be. We continue to agree in faith that all shall be well with us. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.